So the big question is, do we do IVF here in the UK or should we do it in Poland? Welcome back to another video. Now, if you are like many people or couples in the UK who are struggling to conceive and get pregnant, then this video may just help you out. Okay, so today I am in Newcastle because I'm off to the fertility clinic, which is called the Centre for Life, and I'm going to give this will be my third time, semen sample ready for analysis. Me and Natalia have been trying to conceive and have a child for over 2 years now without much success. So we're now having to go down the route of IVF, which is what I'm making this video about. Because basically, cut long story short, I have low sperm count. Last time I did a semen sample, it came back that my sperm was very low. And the chances of conceiving naturally are going to be very slim. Hence, why the consultant said the best option would probably be IVF. All right, so I'm going today to do another semen sample because they want to see exactly where my sperm count is at, ready in preparation for IVF. But the big question is, do we do IVF in the UK or in Poland? Now, in the UK, unfortunately, because I already have 2 children, I do not qualify for IVF free on the NHS. Which is unfortunate because Natalia doesn't have children and she is kind of penalised for me having children. But, you know, that's a debate that could just go on forever. So basically, if we want to have IVF here in the UK, it's going to cost around about £6,000 to £7,000 per go. And if you know anything about IVF, you know that the percentage and success rate is not that great. And that's a lot of money to be forking out. And you know, I'm not rich. However, in Poland, it is a fraction of the cost. And trust me, I've done my research. I've asked people on my social media from Poland, you know, is there much of a difference in IVF in Poland compared to the UK? Because you think it's cheaper, you're thinking, is the quality not going to be as good? But definitely not. So it is cheaper for people in England because we use English pounds. In Poland, they use zlotys. And obviously in England, the pound is worth more than zlotys. So for Polish people, it's probably the same sort of price. For English people, it's going to seem cheaper. But the problem is, IVF in Poland means a lot of traveling. I am going today to do a semen sample. It means I'd have to travel to Poland to do a semen sample. And Natalia is Polish, so she can speak the lingo. And she knows her way around. We've already booked an appointment to speak to a consultant agency in Wrocław in Poland later this year when we get married, just to basically get some more information to see what's happening. Now, unfortunately, it means that if we do go down the route of IVF in Poland, Natalia will have to move back there for at least a month, maybe longer, while she goes through all the hormonal treatment, all the various injections that you need for IVF. I can't just move to Poland and work because I also work for the NHS, as you can see, and I can't just get up and leave. So yeah, it is a little bit of a grey area. We want to do IVF in Poland, but it's going to have its pros and cons. So yeah, this video is for people who are struggling to conceive. The information in this video might help you. You might even have some information which you can help me with. But I don't want to be late. My appointment's at 9 AM and I've got to do that very embarrassing semen test, sample. Oh, it's so embarrassing. It's not like you see in the movies where they give you a nice room. Yeah, we're not going to that. I'll speak to you afterwards. Right, so we're back. So I've just got back from work after I had my appointment at the Life Centre. Had to go straight to work, and so didn't get a chance to film anything until now since I've got back in. So my process or my experience of going to give a semen sample is obviously very embarrassing. So it's not like you see in the movies where they give you a nice room and they give you some pornographic material to look at. It's literally a cupboard. I didn't want to film it because I thought it's quite a private thing, but it's a very private thing. So yeah, you literally get given a little cup, a tiny little cupboard with a sink, some toilet roll, and you're left to your own devices. And you have this little pot you got to fill, you got to put the time on it, you got to put it in a little cupboard, press the buzzer, and then you get to discreetly leave with a very embarrassed red face. But it's the third time I've been there, it's the third time I've done it, so kind of getting used to it by now. The main thing is we're going to get this semen tested, see where we're at, and then we can then decide when are we going to go down the route of the IVF in Poland. Who knows? The sample may come back really good. And the doctors might say, wow, your semen sample has come back very good. You can conceive naturally. Who knows? You know, in this world, there's all sorts of miracles happen. But being realistic, I think it is going to be the route of IVF. So I don't know how long it'll take to get the results back. I know last time it took about 3 months before they actually got the results back to me. We're getting married in 4 months, so we'd like to get some answers at least before then, because when we go to Poland to get married, that's ideally when we want to go and, well, we're going for a meeting at the clinic to discuss the options. But really, we just want to get the ball rolling because, you know, I'm getting old now, I'm 45, I don't want to be a dad again at a really old age. But yeah, so if you want to follow this journey and you want to see what happens when I get the sample back, was the sample good? Do we have to do IVF? You know, all that sort of stuff. Please hit the subscribe button, like, follow, and comment below if you've been in a similar situation. Now, I did put a video like this on my TikTok, and I got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments back from people saying that they miraculously conceived naturally when they thought they couldn't have children. A lot of people were saying, you know, do your IVF in Poland. Actually, a lot of people were saying do your IVF in Romania, even Turkey. But I think I'll just stick with the UK and Poland because I'm familiar with both of these countries. So, you know, I don't really know what else to say about the subject other than if you are trying, good luck to you. And I'll keep you guys updated. Fingers crossed when this sample comes back, we might have some positive news. Until then, sadly, it's just a waiting game. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.